they haven't previously seen. The other team will then ask questions to try to determine if the person is telling the truth or if it's a lie. Shall we get started? Homo Joe, you're up first.
Once lived in a trailer, and one night there was a huge storm, and my trailer just started rolling away.
What kind of trailer was it? The kind that's attached to a truck or freestanding?
RV, you know, like the ones you can drive.
What did you do when it started rolling?
Well, obviously, I went and picked up my pet dog, Ronald, and then I just jumped out of the trailer.
What happened to your trailer?
I mean, there was a river at the bottom of the hill, so the thing's trashed now, but yeah.
Okay, time's up. Now, panel, do you think he's telling the truth or a lie? Audience, you can help the panel. What do you think?
We think it's a lie.
It is a lie!
Spare change? Spare change?
Now, let's hear from Madison.
At the end of my church, I got painted on by other people.
Was getting painted on part of the paint night activity?
No.
Well, then why would you let people paint on you?
Was it that he had long legs?
Was this washing the paint?
No, it was acrylic.
But why would you let other people paint on you? You get distracted.
Because I was painting on my arm, and then other people started painting on my other arm, and like adding to what I was doing, and
Okay, time's up. Panel and audience, is she telling the truth or is it a work of fiction?
Lie. Lie.
lie.
We think
Lie.
it's the truth.
It's the truth.
Yay!
Let's move on to Sophie.
I was born in Hawaii. I don't really know, but I know I moved to England when I was 1 or something.
How do you not know where you were born? Well, why did you live in so many places?
Because I'm an infant. I don't remember.
Were any of your other siblings born in Hawaii or England?
I was just born in Hawaii, and one of my other siblings was born in England.
Well, would anyone like to hazard a guess as to whether it's truth or fiction?
Fiction.
True.
Fiction.
We think it's a lie.
It's
Let's talk to Felipe next.
They only give me How did you wind up in the class?
Well, we've come to the end of our time. Is Harry's story truth or fiction?
We think it's the truth. Yeah.
Well, Harry?
Applaud now.
Each week we played 1, 2, or 3 new games, and we talked about how games actually strengthen skill sets. So things like hand-eye coordination, memory, mathematics we used in this, multitasking, sequencing, all of those kinds of skills we worked on in the class. And so the very first class that we did, I taught them how to play spoons. And I don't know if anybody else has played that game, but it is such a fun game. And so we talked about how there's hand-eye coordination involved in this game, sequencing, rearranging, patterns, that kind of stuff. And it was one of the favorites of the class. And so for Share Day, they were going to demonstrate a mini version of the game Spoons. And so what happens in the game is that everybody gets how many cards? 5 cards. And how many of a kind do you need to have in your hand? 4. You have to get 4 of a kind, and then what do?
You guys take us out.
Take a spoon. The first person to get 4 of a kind will take a spoon, and then everybody else has to try to grab a spoon, and the last person without a spoon is out. So along with this game, we played Uno, we played categories, we played Organize, we played Jenga, we played, oh my gosh, Taboo, 5-second pool, Yahtzee. So there were a lot of games that we had going on. It was a fun class. I think we probably took the loudest class of the semester. Because really, what is the bottom line when you're playing games is have fun, right? And so that's what we did. All right, why don't you guys just start dealing quick so I guess it's going?
Okay. Who's gonna
Go ahead, you can start, Lily.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh wait.
Oh, you got to deal.
I just
That's okay. So often we would have like 2 games going at once. So we'd start with one game, and as people were dropping out of one game, we'd build up and like start the other game. And so by the end of the class, everybody was like on the other game playing. The last week of class, we had 3 games going at once. And everybody, each group played for about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and then rotated the games. So it was a lot of fun. And thank you so much, Logan's mom, Jackie. Okay. For helping, because we could not have done it. The class would not have functioned had you not been there, so thank you. All right, ready?
Yep, we're starting.
And you'll see as it goes that it gets a little chaotic. We're really moving it today. But
Oh yeah, it's definitely a torture.
yeah, it can be torturous. One of the things we also worked on while we were playing games was respecting everybody's feelings and thoughts and being good sports when we were playing, and how it's important if everybody's going to have a good time that you have to take into account. Oh! And there you have it. You guys did, you were so calm and quiet. I don't know. Wow, you're all right, so that is the. That's okay. So in creative writing, we basically just every week pick something new to write about, a new style. We attempted a 5-paragraph theme essay, which we didn't do really well on because this is Epic Arts and everybody here is artistic and nobody wants to be confined to the 5-paragraph theme. So we just kind of ended up doing really creative writing. And so we wrote things like, we used Danielle, who was our, over there, Danielle Newton, who was my co-teacher in the class. And Danielle and her family live on a farm, and so we drew a lot of inspiration for our writing on farm life. And so one of the things that the students had to do was write what their life was like on the farm from the perspective of a piece of equipment, an animal, a person, and all of that. And then one week we wrote resignation letters as if they were the chickens, right? If you were a chicken and you had to resign from something, what were you resigning from as a chicken? And so we had some creative writing with that. One week we did, we wrote children's perspective, so they had to write like a short children's story or a poem or something. Dalton wrote a poem on skateboarding, which was amazing. And then one of the weeks we wrote a very personal thing, like an event in their life or something that was very personal to them. And so Michaela is going to share a letter that she wrote to her older self. So from who she is now, writing to who she is in the future. So if you want to start, Michaela.
Dear future self, don't worry, all things will happen if they're meant to. I hope you surround yourself with people who help you see your true self. I hope you fall in love, not necessarily with a significant other, but with your life. Tell people that you love them. It doesn't matter how many people you have in your life. Love the ones you have and be grateful you have them. Invest in moments and memories, not things. I'm not saying it's bad to have nice things, but they're temporary. The memories you have will stay with you forever. Keep smiling. Those small worries and concerns will be forgotten in a year's time. And even if it feels like everything's falling apart, remember God will never put a weight on your shoulders that you can't carry. And above all, strive to be the best version of yourself. Love yourself now, not for who you're going to be in 10 years, or not for the better job or better place you'll be in someday. Love you for who you are, and don't forget your roots. Wherever you are in this big world, don't forget the little red house in Haddam Neck, or that perfectly imperfect family that you have at the Crazy Art Center. They helped shape you who you are into the person you are today. So to my future self, keep going because you made it this far.
And Dalton, are you reading your resignation? So Dalton is reading his resignation letter as a chicken.
From Slim, the chicken. Hi, my name is Slim Lady, and I am a chicken. I am writing this to Chi-Chi. She's the farm dog. I am writing this because Chi-Chi tries to eat all of us. I just want to be friends. We should hang out together. What's the point of being mean to each other? We could have so much fun. I could ride on your back, and we could play. We could all play together. Please take this note and think about it. To Chi-Chi, please be our friend.
So instead of resigning from the farm, he decided to put it out to Chi-Chi to like, let's work this out. We had a letter of resignation that Healy wrote that was hysterical. It was, the chicken was the CEO of a chicken nugget factory and had like an epiphany that perhaps being a chicken CEO at a chicken factory wasn't the best way to support his people. And so that was a very funny letter of resignation that Healy wrote about being the CEO at a chicken factory. So anyway, is there anything that you want to share, Leanne?
I had multiple pieces that I wrote, and I left them in different places, and most of them I would not like to share, so sorry I don't.
I thought you wrote a funny piece about, so Leon, when we wrote from the perspective of the farm, Leon wrote as if he were Danielle. So, and Danielle's love of her children, which were anything from the animals to the plants to her actual children, and how the actual children weren't her favorite. So it was kind of funny. So
Weren't.
So this was our creative writing class.
I was just bullying her children. We're not going to find that or read it.
So anyway, thank you guys so much.
One of the great things about homeschooling is you get away with stuff that you can't in public schools, like giving 12 kids saws and hammers. But we started out the class going over the most important thing, which is personal protective equipment, right? To let everybody remember to put on their gloves and their safety glasses, whether you're at home or at work or wherever. And then we kind of went over the basics of measuring and marking boards to learn how to use a tape measure and what fractions of an inch look like in writing. And then each kid started with a single board. We had some blueprints that they measured out the pieces, marked them. We did some hand cutting, sawing in class, and then we finished up some with a power saw at the house I took back just for time's sake. But the kids did great. I had some great help with adult helpers, and then the kids helped each other a lot, where they team up and really help each other. But it was a good time. They made some really great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job.
All right.
Very nice.
So I want to ask, how many people know what yarn bombing is? Does anybody know what yarn bombing is? No? Well, I'm going to just describe yarn bombing as graffiti using yarn. And we have a planning on doing a yarn bomb in East Hampton sometime soon. You're going to come through town and see a lot of yarn graffiti. It's kind of, we're not going to let you know when, but it's coming. And so I decided I would like to teach young people about crocheting and using yarn. And the Epoch Arts class was a perfect place for me to do this. And I have to tell you, when I started, I wasn't sure how all this was going to work. I'm recently retired, and I have to say, I learned more from these kids than I taught them. And I'm so glad that we got a chance to do this. So we started out with some basic crocheting things. Some people really liked crochet, some people didn't. We did some weaving. Clayton taught us how to weave. I didn't know how to weave, so we had him come in and show us, and he did an excellent job. And they forgot, every week they would forget their stuff that they're working on, but they did work on things. Alia is working on a scarf or blanket. That's a blanket.
Ooh.
And so she learned how to do that, and we did some other Christmas ornaments and some other types of things that we'll be using in our yarn bombing. So that was our class. I hope they enjoyed it.
People how to make pom-poms.
Pom-poms. So I think it was a fun thing. And like I say, I learned more from them than probably I taught them. But I had a great time, and I hope they do too. So thank you.
Thank you.
Liquid latex and cotton balls, and then painted. And I have a couple little things on my hand to demonstrate other ways of doing special effects makeup, which is just paint and fake blood, and a bit of liquid latex, paint and fake blood. So I got a cut and like rotten skin or whatever, and just go around showing. Aiden was also in my class. He didn't put his on.
Yeah, where's your beard, Aiden?
Yeah, put on your
Where is your beard?
This I did in like 3 minutes. It's really fast when you.